Now joined by Clayton Douglas, who's taking 5 outstanding looking colts up to the Gold Coast Horses in training sale. We saw them paraded a little bit earlier, Clayton. Just take us through. We'll start off with Lot 7, who was the Smart Missile Red Fender colt, breezed up in 10.65. What can you tell us about him?
Yeah, look, this colt, he's done everything right. He's got a great attitude towards anything we do with him. He's for a Smart Missile, he's very quiet. He's got he's good, great temperament, really good action horse, and you can see that in the footage. We're really happy with how he breezed up. We actually thought he was sort of getting stronger through the line. They haven't been horses that I've had to really rev up. They've just sort of come up underneath us, and I've been really happy with how they've sort of come along.
Not much to separate them. The next horse that we'll talk about here is Lot 34, the Capitalist Summer Breath colt. He breezed up in 11.47. It was a little bit slower than the other ones, but it looks like he's got a really nice action.
Yeah, look, he was obviously probably the most disappointing one of the lot time-wise, but he's obviously an October foal. He's only, he's still sort of coming on. He's out of a nice schnitzel mare, and, you can see today he copes with things really well. He's a horse that I feel like with a bit of time he's going to be okay. He's sort of shown us a bit at home, but just on the day he sort of just didn't breeze up as good as we would have liked, but he actually is a nice colt going forward.
Can be a little tricky for them because it's probably the first time you've taken these horses away from home to go and do the breeze ups.
Yeah, it is. We sort of try to do as much education as we can with him, but he was a horse that we sort of felt if another prep away he was always going to be better. But he's really starting to furnish, and you can see that in the footage today. He's sort of coped with it really well, and he's a horse that I think in time he's going to be all right.
The next one we'll look at here is Lot 108, the Suborg by Hurdles colt. Suborg won 3 races and Ori Star. He breezed up in 10.79. There's a lot to like about him.
Yeah, he's a lovely horse, this horse. He's got a great action, really covers the ground. And it's same again, the stronger he got through his run up, the better he got. He's sort of done everything with a lot of ease. He's a horse, he's a lovely cut of a horse. He's a real nice type, and I think he's going to make a nice racehorse.
The Cable Bay colt was also, I thought he was a really sort of striking, handsome looking colt. He breezed up in 10.73. There's a lot to like about him.
Yeah, look, he's a horse that he probably come up under our guard a little bit. He was sort of a horse that was on the sort of back foot with his preparation. He sort of come through the system. He probably was a prep behind the others, but we were really happy with how he breezed. He did a terrific job, coped with the day really well. I feel like in time, once he gets his spring under his belt, we'll see a better horse, but where he's at the moment, I'm really happy with him.
And just to round out the 5 is Lot 151. He's the second to last lot to go through the sale. The winning Rupert Queenie Chestnut colt. He breezed up in 10.39. It was pretty slick. I think a lot of people will be interested in him.
Yeah, look, he's a fast horse, this one. He's a lovely type of animal. Obviously, his brother, the billionaire, and there's a few nice horses through his pedigree to suggest that he's going to be able to run. We've seen that at the breeze up the other day, and he's coped with it all really well. I actually paraded him myself today, and I was actually having to drag him around a little bit. He was being a bit lazy, but look, I'm really happy with how our drafts really come on, and through their preparation, we haven't really had to ask them to sort of really go. They've just sort of, this is what they are. They're nice horses, and I feel like that we're going to have a good draft, and hopefully it's a good result for Rosemont and all the team. Yeah,
Rosemont have put a great foundation down, and you put the cream on top and put the work into it. You must be very pleased with the horses, how they presented today.
Yeah, very happy. It's obviously my first go at doing this, so Misto and all the team have put a lot of time and effort into me, and they trusted that I was going to be able to get the job done, and I've been really happy with these colts. They've all presented well, and first day at the races today, they're unraced colts, and they've handled themselves really well. So education-wise, they're nice horses, and I'm hoping they can make them fast race horses.
Is there any sort of differences between preparing a horse for a breeze up than in a horse getting ready to race?
Not really. We sort of were of the opinion that we'd like to train these horses the way we'd want to train them if they were to stay with me, and this is how I'd want a horse to be prepared. They're horses that haven't been revved up. They're nice. They're good moving animals. So what you see with them is what you get. And I feel like they're all going to improve with a bit of time. But there's some nice ones amongst them.
And the way they paraded today, you would think you could take one of these horses home from the sale, bring it into your stable, and it could be racing very short period of time.
Yeah, definitely. These horses have done terrific job. They could trial next week. There's no problems at all. you know, they've been through the barriers, and we've still done that all education with them. So they're nice horses, and you know, they're for everyone to look at, and hopefully someone can purchase them for us, and you know, it's going to be a good result.
Well, thanks for sharing all those horses and the information with us today. Clayton, the 2-year-old horses in training sales at the Gold Coast, November 8, 152 lots through the ring, and all the details on magicmillions.com.au. Thank you.
Thanks.